back to business. Milner's fled to the Thames, occupied with securing his ferry. It's all he has left.
Protected it with his life, no doubt.
The very thing I want you to take. Just kill him. You glower too much, cousin. You will get your engines back. Our new motorized buses will bring us both a lot of money.
Miss Thorne, sir.
What of her?
I'm sorry, sir. She is dead.
And the key? Where is the key?
There was no key found on her body, sir.
Fred, Sergeant, undercover. There's to be a robbery at the Bank of England, I'm sure of it.
Robbery? It's a fortress.
The boys at the station thought I was joking. Wouldn't be so funny if it was their life savings. Well, what say you?
You're not gonna like it.
Now, see here. I am graced with the Aberline family's robust constitution.
Two pennies robbing the Bank of England.
The governor of the bank. I think I might need to sit down.
There's no time for that. Bastard's probably deep in the vault by now.
However you get in, I don't want to know.
Of course. But do you know how I can get in?
The bank is designed to protect England's gold reserves. A fortress, guarded under lock and key. There is the bank manager, Mr. Osborne. Only he is allowed free access to the vault. You can spot him near the entrance. And, oh yes, one man keeps a close watch on the vault door. He watches it like a hawk. If he sees you, he's sure to seal it. The guard captain, Gus Howard, knows Twopenny well. He is in on this, I'm certain. Mr. Fry, please use discretion. The only way to implicate Twopenny is to catch him in the act. Do not jeopardize him. No big displays. This is the Bank of England. If you encounter any trouble, I'll be in the atrium. In disguise.
Twopenny won't be leaving that vault.
虽然说了不让杀，但雅各压根儿就没打算留他活口。信仰之跃落到地面，每次刺杀圣殿骑士都会给我一些选择：潜入的机会、刺杀的机会、独特刺杀机会，而往往能用到的却很少，很多时候都是给我多余的选项。但这次我觉得是最多余的一次了。独特刺杀机会这人还兼顾了潜入机会那人的功能。先用鹰眼辨认一下，明明头上都标出来了独特的刺杀机会，但不辨别却没法解锁也是蛋疼。到对面屋顶，那边有一个入口可以进去。这人基本就会在我脚下这两个屋里来回走，其中一个屋里还有敌人，所以说等他进入有入口的这个房间是最好的挟持机会。挟持后他就告诉我两边是的弱点。
Where is Twopenny?
Please, I have a thought.
虽然他话还没说完呢，但就这么意思。继续带他走，刚才也说了，还需要用它来潜入。金库大门就在前面，带着他我就能大摇大摆的从正门进去。左边有金库大门的开关，旁边的守卫眼神特别好使，稍微被看了一点就会立刻关上门。
Oh, fancy. Fitting for Twopenny's tomb.
只要别让身边的白圈碰到守卫，就不会被发现。旁边的潜入机会的人一点用处都没有，而且碰到他也没事，他也发现不了我。进来以后他就没用处了，因为到下面就是完全不同的势力了。直接撒了这火炬枪，下面都是圣殿骑士的人了，潜入机会的那人到这儿也是混不进这群人里去，所以说真不知道他有何用处。这整个房间里全都是金块啊
Damn your clumsiness!
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
人数不少，需要用烟雾弹制造潜入机会。
We will count everything later.
扔在这个位置行，顺便杀掉下面这两个正在搬运金块的人。那砸了以后，他们手里金块还消失了，反而我的钱增加了。雅阁肯定是顺走了，这还有门口这货也砸了。进到这个屋里，屋里有一幅画，我需要藏到这画的后面，等待时机。 破画而出，简直破处宰了他。
You've stolen your last shilling from the people of London.
Those animals squander their savings. We are the experts in investment. Nothing would be built or improved. Nothing would rise above the muck without our hand guiding. No creating the future. They benefit as much as their work.
It is their city, not yours.
Without our investments, there would be no city.
For the path of the dead.
离开这里，逃走的时候就方便多了，人数明显比刚才要少，直接冲出来也不会被发现。但这个需要咋了？完美同条件只有一个，就是找到秘密通道，入口在这儿。其实如果不追求独特刺杀这些的话，来的时候用秘密通道更方便一些。入口那儿可以看到两面是直接飞刀杀了他，扭头就跑。其实大部分任务都这样的，那独特的刺杀更加费时费力，追求效率的话还是普通最好。通道尽头这里有个电梯井，爬到顶层。出口在我身后，这里是银行的2楼，楼下有一个敌人，直接空中刺杀。他隐隐看一下隔壁房间还有一个，然后那边出口那儿还有一个，左边这个就不用管了，需要杀的就剩这2个了。从这儿到出口的路线最好也记住，因为以后还要再来一次。大门出去以后，离开顶点去完成任务。
Thank goodness, the police! We're saved!
Arrest them all for robbing the people of England. The Bank of England is closed until further notice.
The currency a laughingstock. Inflation out of control. Twopenny brutally murdered.
And yet Parliament does nothing.
The bill will be defeated, sir. That buffoon Disraeli shall be taken care of. It has been arranged, upon my honor.
Your honor carries little weight.
How dare you, sir!
The poor people of this city have suffered enough. Today I granted a significant rise to my staff in order to counter inflation.
What?
I would supply all of London if I could. Meanwhile, you sit in your club and wax poetic with promises your honor cannot pay. Your family's fortune, however. I wonder what they would offer to keep your record out of the newspapers. About the same as Disraeli would offer for your balls, I'd wager. But let's be generous. Why limit ourselves to one or the other when we can have it all? What say you, sir? Shall I come collect? No more dallying. The halls of Parliament must be free to govern. Again. Understood? You may see yourself out.
Dear Mr. Starrick, men hired. Strike tomorrow. Disraeli's death will stall Corrupt Practices Act indefinitely. Gladstone will be far more pliable. May the father, etc., etc. be. So Starrick's got his finger in politics, has he? I need to enter the Sinopian Club and find out who B is.
Tread delicately around Parliament.
As if I don't usually.
Your indiscretion at the Bank of England caused British currency to nearly collapse.
Nearly is the operative word. Speaking of collapses, what of the key you found that unlocks very little?
Henry took it for research. I am confident that the vault is ours.
Nearly ours, Evie. Nearly.
又到了姐姐给弟弟擦屁股的时间了。
What has happened?
Your brother.
What's he done this time?
The newspapers are all over Tupany's murder, and if that weren't enough, someone has stolen the currency printing plates. Was that also Jacob's doing?
I doubt it.
No. No one trusts the bank or England's currency. There will be inflation, riots, manufacturing will jump to America for the cheap labor. In short, Britain is done for.
Jacob, you've really put your foot in it now. What if I smuggle the plates back into the bank?
Well, it would certainly help. Better yet, it would call into question the stories on Tupany's murder, which would restore confidence in the economy.
That's settled then. Britain lives to see another day.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, would you mind destroying any counterfeit notes you come across so they don't circulate?
Of course.
It really is very good of you to help.
这次这身衣服是收集全地图上32个音乐盒才解锁的。
Follow me. The counterfeit money is being spent nearby. Well, if you can call it counterfeit. With those printing plates, it's nearly impossible to tell the real notes from the fake ones.
Mr. Avalon.
If this gets out... Well, I've said this already. When people don't trust their currency, and we're already seeing riots...
Mr. Avalon.
艾布林已经慌了。这身衣服雅阁没有，1V专属，还自带特效的。
I have the utmost faith in you, Miss Fry.
这是一跟踪任务，先用鹰眼把目标标记好了。
You two, follow me. I don't wish to be robbed on my way to the cart.
The counterfeiters.
这个和之前的雅阁的跟踪任务还不一样，就算你和目标只有1米的距离，只要不盯着他超过30秒的话，就会直接任务失败。这神一样的设定就这么继承下来了。不要离他太近，不然他会时不时的回头往这里看，浪费时间。这俩跟班的对话没字幕，靠我比较一般，也就100集的听力总结下大体意思，就是我才不管偷了模板什么后果，反正我有钱了，别人爱说什么说什么去，我绝对不还回去。
I can't believe Jacob's managed to shatter the entire economy. Father was right. He acts in haste and repents not at all.
天啊，你和雅各子相处了20多年了，现在才发现，我这才1个多月就发现了。这次是开马车跟踪，他们俩说话声音太小，完全只能依靠字幕。
Slowly.
下马车之后，先来杀死司机，不然一会儿会被他看见的。
Keep your eyes open. Anyone.
现在已经到地方了，可以撒了这谎。前面篝火那儿还有3个敌人，扔颗烟雾弹，再来把他们全都刺杀。模板在这栋建筑的2楼，但首先我得去3楼。完美同条件是要我烧掉假钞，假钞就在3楼。站在窗口这个进去。注意楼下的胖子有时候会上来的，确认好他的位置后再动手。桌子这里点燃上面的假钞，该下楼回收模板了。这胖子也刚好上来。这种刺杀看着很隐秘、很低调，实际上有人往这边看的话，还是会立刻发现。而且这人在倒地之前还会挡着我的去路。胖子死后，2楼模板这儿就只剩这1个人了。
Now to sneak these back into the bank.
回收完毕，再回到3楼。3楼的窗户出去比较方便，刚好可以降落到大马路上。借辆马车回去银行。来，让马唱2首吧。 这儿的完美同条件是让市民进入银行，怎么让他们进？把看门的宰了就行。我进入大厅后要立刻用绳索上的房顶，不然会被发现。有守卫看到我也没事儿，上来以后就会取消警戒了。下面还是警戒区，虽然可以混进人群，但太麻烦了。房顶一直通往金库大门那里，从这儿落到地面。这房间有一扇锁住的门，用开锁技能打开以后，就是那个有秘密通道的房间了。上次也是用雅阁来过。把模板放回原位。
There, as if they were never taken.
任务完成，原路返回吧。还是从金库大门那里到房顶。前面房顶那儿有一扇窗户，可以直接出去，没必要再从银行正门走了。回去找艾布林交差。
Well, the London papers are running the story of how it was all a hoax. No more riots. Faith in the bank restored. Finally, I might get a quiet night on patrol. Miss Fry, I can't thank you enough.
Glad we've averted catastrophe, Sergeant. Although it's Jacob who should be thanking me.
All right, B. Who are you and what's your game?
姐姐那边刚给擦完屁股，雅哥这边又来作了。有一个自称是 B 的人，他这个名字叫着有点猥琐，因为我不喜欢这种字眼，所以说以后我准备用穆尔这个词来代替。他也是 Starrick 的手下，准备刺杀迪斯雷利，也就是英国首相。雅各首先要来查清穆尔是谁。从房顶限制越到院子里，周围一片警戒区。其实草堆旁边就该有一个敌人的，但是经常刷不出来，然后过一会儿才刷出来。先不管了，把这个宰了再说。他是来回巡逻的，一会儿也会碍我的事。剩下的敌人都会从这个院子里出去，这也正合我意，因为接下来就不能再杀警察了，这是完美同条件。但得小心，刚才没刷出来那个警察一会儿会刷出来，还是混进人群比较好。接下来任务就是偷听谈话了，而且还是两个英国首相的谈话。
Well, if it isn't my dear old chum, Mr. Disraeli. Now, Prime Minister, which of your friends is about to stab you in the back?
The Corrupt Practices Bill is a vital step in reforming our government. If the majority party is allowed to dictate the results of contested elections, we can scarcely call ourselves free.
If we yield up our rights bit by bit to the courts, we can scarcely call ourselves free, sir.
This is so like you, Gladstone. You would rather throw your body upon the gears of progress than surrender one iota of power.
By God, Disraeli, you are a fool. I'll not stand idly by and watch you drag parliamentary privilege through the muck.
No, certainly not. You'd rather return us to the yoke of tyranny? Perhaps while we're at it, Mr. Gladstone, we could repeal Magna Carta and return the crown to the bloody Stuarts!
How dare you, sir? Merely because I do not wish to see government placed in the hands of judges, you would make these slanderous accusations? I'll not stand for it.
Then I shall obviate the requirement. Good evening, sir.
Should have just stayed. Oh, goodness!
B, I presume.
有一个在跟踪迪斯雷利的，雅各怀疑他就是穆尔，所以说先追上去把他抓住。这货跑得相当慢，很容易抓。
Pleasure to meet you. B.
B! My name's Herbert!
Then why are you following the Prime Minister?
It's just a job, sir! Some old bloke paid me to...
Smug bastard.
这么轻易就狗带了，这种枪手一般都是妹子。你说枪法这么好，一枪崩了雅阁多好，也不用这么拼命逃走吧。这样的完美同条件是不要被他射中，所以说先不要上楼，在地面上追。 地面上的话他是射不过来的，楼顶要攀爬地方太多，攀爬之后还不能躲子弹。从这里上去刚好，这枪手跑来的时候刚好把他推倒。
Bloody hell! Where'd you come from?
Well, I was born in Crawley, but that's by the by. Who are you working for?
I never got his name. Old chap, big moustache, or some kind of uniform. Who's ours, maybe?
What's his game?
Please, you'll kill me.
And a 3-story drop will shatter your legs and send you to the workhouse. Difference is you can run from him.
Tomorrow! My lads are going to attack the Prime Minister's carriage on the way to Parliament.
Perfect.
注意这个任务的标题，这个地方非常的人性化，给我的一个选择是杀死他呢，还是宰了他呢
I'll do anything.
？OK， 该去阻止他们的刺杀行动了。
So much for the house call. I'll have to find a way into that carriage.
不愧是守将，伊斯雷利周围警戒相当的森严，想要进去的话，至少也得要10秒钟才行。OK， 进了，潜入他的马车。
What's the meaning of this? Who the devil are you?
Prime Minister, I'm your new bodyguard, Jacob Fry.
I wasn't informed of any new bodyguard. Who's your commanding officer?
Let the boy speak, Dizzy.
Madam, apologies. But we've learned of a threat on your life. And the Met thought it best to move quickly.
Threat? What sort of threat?
That sort. If you excuse me a moment.
周围的警察完全不是敌人的对手，我出来的时候他们已经躺了一地了。先来解决4个枪手，用绳索杖卷，这2个可以直接双炸。剩下2个先脱子弹，然后手枪秒掉。换一下弹药，接下来又会新来3个人，空中刺杀降落到地面。本来是想非常帅气的来一次3人处决，为了这个我连手杖都换上了。可惜这儿空间狭窄，双人处决都很难做到。经过几十次尝试，我就放弃了。好在接下来又会来3个人，这3个离我比较远了，我也慢点过去。前面这2个敌人属于最强的类型了吧，比胖子还强。如果咱们防御时候攻击，他们会被反击，而且没法躲避，所以说先破防。等他们到一块之后，3人处决。
See here. What's all this?
Not so fast, Your Excellency.
Hey! Get back here with that Prime Minister!
雅阁这边光顾杀人了，让人把首相抓走了，开马车追击，要在1分钟内追上才行。实际上有个10秒左右就足够了。等距离够近之后，直接用手枪把司机宰了，这样就算是成功了。
Everyone all right?
We seem to have come through
但还是不够，还会再来几个敌人，我也懒得下马车了，动手枪宰了。
This is perfectly in keeping with this distinct lack of character. Show yourself, Gladstone! Show yourself, you reckless mucksnipe!
He's hardly going to be in the band with a crutch, is he?
Damn Gladstone! That bloody man! He will pay for this!
Thank you. What do you intend to do about Gladstone, young man?
I assure you, madam, Gladstone is innocent in this.
But he tried to kill my husband.
Well, we'll look into Gladstone. Perhaps you can help me with another inquiry, madam. A gentleman with ties to Parliament, older, wears cavalry uniforms and has a large moustache.
You seem like a rough and ready sort of fellow, Mr. Fry.
Well, yes, I am, actually.
And are you familiar with the poorer districts of our city?
Roughly.
Wonderful. As it happens, I've been eager to tour the Devil's Acre. If you were to escort me, I'd be happy to assist you in your inquiry.
That strikes me as a dangerous idea.
Then it's settled. Come back here to Downing Street tomorrow night, 8 o'clock sharp. Good day, Mr. Fry.
But I...
Good day, Mr. Fry.
Madam?
Mr. Fry.
Ready to take the air? Devil's Acre should just be coming alive.
I'm afraid I must cancel our engagement. The lawn is crawling with scandal-hunting journalists, and I simply cannot be seen in the company of someone so...
I'll see them off. You follow along when it's clear.
Yes, yes. Be gentle, won't you? The press are notoriously touchy about any violence to their person.
Ha 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 ha. I'll barely ruffle a hair on their heads.
Shh, Desmond.
Desmond 变成一条狗了，而且肖恩看到这里还哭了。为了知道穆尔是谁，就要带着欧巴桑去一趟恶魔之地，但首先得搞定门口那记者。没想到狗仔队如此历史悠久，来这里找小孩，达成完不同条件。
That's yours, if you can get those chaps over there to follow me.
Right you are, sir. Blimey! Look! It's Squire Bancroft!
赶紧找地方藏起来去。
Best lead them astray before they tear me to shreds.
Bancroft! What's coming up next for the Prince of Wales?
Will you be performing Mr. Robertson's new work?
Who will you be playing?
Any comment on the notices for the play?
这4个记者跟小儿麻痹症似的，就在我躲的这草丛旁边排站。特别是左边卡门上这妹子，旁边他身后就是首相夫人，没人感兴趣吗？主要是我一会儿还得回来这个地方，所以说不想跑太远，躲这个位置刚好。过一会儿他们自然就会走了。OK， 可以出来了，虽然他们还就在我旁边，但没人会鸟我的。
Neatly done, young man. Dizzy ought to keep you on to deal with the liberals.
又该当司机了，路上还会再遇到记者的马车，不过很容易就能逃开，而且只有1辆，所以说不用怎么小心也行。
In the car is the Prime Minister's wife.
I really must not be seen here, Mr. Fry.
马车这电台的质量还是很高的。
What a rough place. Give me your arm, Mr. Fry. Let us see what the Devil's Acre has to offer.
非常有绅士风度的带着欧巴桑在这里逛逛，标记下周围的敌人，完美同条件是不能被他们发现，能绕开就尽量绕开，杀掉比较麻烦。戴斯蒙还会叫，叫起来周围就有个红圈。
Is your dog quite all right?
Oh, Desmond's fine. He's just not over fond of strangers. Or cats.
如果红圈里有敌人的话，自然就会被发现了。不过他一般是不会叫的。戴斯蒙是个好孩子，这些左侧敌人都背对着我，但如果重新读档的话，他们位置会发生改变，就不能像现在这么走了。
Do you know this gentleman is a... Oh, what was it? Yes, a costermonger, of all things. Remarkable how the working classes occupy themselves, isn't it?
Very industrious, I'm sure. Shall we go?
这俩人就没办法绕了。别看他们背对着我，如果我带着欧巴桑从背后绕过去，他们照样能看见我。本来不会死的。 看不见就不会死，为什么要作呢？再回来找他。
Mrs. Disraeli.
他不会自己跟上来，我要来挽着他小小的老手心才行。
Mr. Fry, look at those two.
Yes, they seem to be,
I've been married twice, Mr. Fry. I'm fully aware of what they're doing. God bless them.
他是作为一个寡妇和迪斯雷利结婚的。前面这俩敌人得杀，不然路过时戴斯蒙会叫。杀了胖子之后，前面就会有一定几率会回头发现我，这时候不过去直接飞刀宰了。要怪就怪平行世界那个发现我自己吧。剩下就是一路畅通了，没任何一个敌人了。
What sort of meat is that man selling?
best not to ask.
Why? Is it something dreadful? Is it rat?
I don't mean to be indelicate, given the present company, but another name for it is Bow Wow Mutton. Here we are, the old one-ton pub. Best beer in the Devil's Acre.
So this is a pint, is it? Remarkable.
Nice doggy.
不得不说，这里敌人太没水准了，居然来抢一只狗，而且雅各居然为了只狗直接把首相夫人扔下了。我必须沿路追随戴斯蒙的叫声追踪，就算我知道最终目的地在哪儿，也不能直接过去，去了也没用，一个人也没有，必须按照步骤来到那儿才行。
Good boy, Desmond. Hand over the mutt.
You'll change your tune when me and my friends find you.
Now then, Desmond, to get you back to your mistress, whom I've just left entirely unattended in one of London's most dangerous pubs.
Well, if you never told your father how you felt about him, how was he supposed to know?
I never thought of it that way. I suppose deep down we all just want to be loved.
Just so. Here, have a sweetie. Oh, Desmond and Mr. Fry, I'd like you to meet... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
John the Tosser.
Charmed. I think better get you home.
Right you are, Mr. Fry. Come along, Desmond.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the dog walker.
Now, let's not do something we'll regret.
刚刚的小伙又带了几个朋友来送人头，4个人刚好，让我来一次4人处决。我的手战已经饥渴难耐了。我去，这胖子非要手贱，害我不小心 QD 秒了他。虽然我拿的不是手枪，但飞刀一样能秒他。没办法，只来了一次3人处决。开车送夫人回府。
I must thank you for a most energetic and enlightening evening, Mr. Fry.
No, thank you, madam. Perhaps now you might tell me about the man in the hussar's uniform.
Quite right. Lord Cardigan is the gentleman you seek. Tiresome. Always blathering on about his military adventures.
Do you know where I might find him for a private conversation?
I do indeed. He's in town now, as it happens, campaigning against the Corrupt Practices Bill. Perhaps you could catch him in the Palace of Westminster. Oh, do be careful. The government could ill afford another scandal.
I assure you, I'll be very discreet. Your stop, madam.
My stop. How delightful. Thank you. Thank you for a splendid evening, Mr. Fry. I shall be sure to speak highly of you to Dizzy. Oh, yes.
A message of hope, perfection. A red tulip.
A declaration of love. Miss Fry, you know that I hold you in the highest esteem and regard, and I was wondering if you would do me the honor of, if you would give me your hand in matrimony.
Yes.